How long does cocaine stay in your system for? People don't realize that cocaine actually does not stay in your system extremely long, and that's one of the scary things about this substance, and I think a lot of people understand this too. This is why if you are a cocaine addict, a lot of times drug tests will not show it up unless you're testing somebody right away. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. Your body will actually process through cocaine in roughly about 48 hours to 72 hours. That's how quickly your body processes cocaine through your system, and you'll actually end up peeing it out. Depending on how much you end up doing, the more amount that you do, of course, the longer it can stay in your body, but it's not going to stay in your body any longer than maybe 5 days. You process it through that quickly. And that is one of the scary things about this substance, unlike a lot of the other substances that last a lot longer out there through your system. So to be able to tell and understand if somebody is on cocaine, you have to drug test them right away. If you're not drug testing them right away, you're not going to find out. And that's why it's so important to look for some of the signs that somebody is high. I will say this is a lot of times functioning addicts, you don't realize somebody's a functioning addict because you get so used to how they are as an addict. You get used to how they are high. That almost when they are sober or they're not using at that time, you think something's wrong. You actually think they're high when they're not high, vice versa, because you get used to somebody's habits. And that's the scariest thing I think about being a functioning addict. And there's a lot of industries out there that almost cater to addiction, and people don't realize like the 5 biggest industries out there when it comes to addiction itself, and especially even like cocaine use, is the hospitality restaurant industry is a huge one. Sales is a huge one. You have firefighters, police officers, and military, that is a huge one. You have nurses and doctors, that is a huge one. And you also have construction workers, that is a huge one. And now these are very broad in the areas. There are, you don't get me wrong, unions and there's drug testing out there, but a lot of people in these areas, those 5, especially, are very heavy into drug use, because a lot of times when it comes to drug use, it is self-medication. It is using to forget, it's using to numb, and if there's a lot of trauma in something or it's very energy driven, this is substances that are going to usually help people in those to make them think that they're almost performance enhancing, and it's not performance enhancing. Instead of what it's doing is destroying you. But when it comes down to the substance, people will also use it in different ways. And so if you snort cocaine, it's going to hit your system in roughly about 5 minutes is how quickly it takes to get into your system. Now you can also ingest it, same when it comes to like crystal meth and stuff. And for it to go through your system drinking wise or taking it orally wise, that can take 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes up to even 30 minutes. And now the reason also that people will inject it or IV it or smoke it, it will hit your system within a minute. So there are different forms of how it hits, and of course anything that hits your system harder, faster, stronger, it goes out of your system harder, faster, stronger, so you can become addicted even more that way. And those are the scary facts about substance abuse. I will say this, I'm a recovering cocaine alcoholic addict, and it's all about finding what works for you, getting sober. And how we all get sober is different. And that's the thing I don't think a lot of addicts realize is for some it's NA, AA, inpatient rehab, outpatient rehab, treatment centers, whatever it might be. It's different for us all. And that is the reality of addiction. That's a reality of sobriety. And it's about not giving up. You have to give all the energy into your sobriety that you once gave into your addiction. And it is a fight. It is a battle to find what works for you. And to keep you on your path is pretty much letting everybody in your life know that you're an addict, being honest and open with everybody, and having that accountability and that support to keep you trying to find the things that will work for you. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button, comment down below, because the more that we share our journeys, the more that we share our stories, our experiences, the more that we help anybody out there struggling know that they're not alone. And that's the whole key, is knowing that you're not alone, knowing that it does get better, knowing that you are worth it, knowing that yes, it is a fight, but it's a fight that you can overcome. I got sober 7/25/17, man. It was the greatest thing ever. And I will say that, no, it wasn't great right away. It took a while. But eventually I look back now and I'm like, I wouldn't trade this for the world. I would do anything to protect my sobriety now because it has made my life that amazing. And so for the ones that are going through it right now, I am proud of you. It's one day at a time. It's never giving up and knowing that you're worth it.